What's going on, everybody? We'll let a few people get in here before we get things underway. Make sure you guys can hear me. The video looks pretty good, at least on my end. It looks good. See if I can get my second phone here working. I'll get this thing going. Lower the volume on this. Looks like we got maybe a couple people in here so far. Try to wait for a few more. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. It's crappy here. It's cold again and rainy. We did get to ride yesterday, which was awesome. We got to break in the new machine, which was awesome. I'll show you guys. She's all apart. Gonna get her ready for next weekend's race. Round 1, Niowa, next Sunday, a week away. Crazy. Came quick. So we got a lot to do. We need to get the camper ready. We need to get the quad ready. That's kind of easy. I already cleaned her. Just a matter of running through everything. And then get the camper loaded up, cleaned a little bit. We do got a little bit of cleaning. Just make sure everything works, which it should. And then hopefully head out. Hopefully late Friday, we're going to head to New York. Nobody's in here yet. What's going on? I'm streaming to myself. What in the hell? Shows 4 people. Who's there? You guys there? Anybody there? Drop some comments. Let's go. What's up, Brad? I can't see that on my other phone. Oh, there we go. All right. What's up, Grayson? All right, we'll let a few more people get in here. Like I said, we're gonna announce the final Sunstar giveaway and the TRX sprocket guard giveaway. We already picked the winners. I'm not gonna show you. I just did it quick inside. Did the random comment generator. We got the 2 winners, so I wrote those down. We'll let a few more people get in here, and then we'll go over that. And if you guys have any questions and that sort of thing, I'm here to answer them. What's up, John? How's it going? So let me get the paper. I'll show you guys. So here was the last 2 things on the, well, it was a couple of videos ago, but we got the TRX Gland Innovation Sprocket Guard and the final Sunstar full chain and sprockets giveaway. So we'll get these, we'll get these set in a few minutes. What's up, Indaro? Maddie ATV? What do you mean, Jeremy, no Raptor? I don't have a Raptor yet. What's up, Nuno? Oh, as far as giveaway? Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, the chain and sprockets would work for any quad. Obviously, this is specific to either, well, this would work on a Honda. This would work on a KFX. This would work on a Suzuki, so, but not on a Yamaha. So Yamaha has a different sprocket guard, bolt diameter, whatever the hell it is. So hopefully you guys are all doing good today. Oh, Nuno, the new quad was freaking awesome. Had a solid day at the track, no issues. I had to tweak a couple things here and there, which I figured that was going to happen anyway. Yeah, John, it'll work. It'll work on, yeah, it's going to work on yours. Obviously, TRX, it's for a TRX. Yeah, Nuno, the new quad was great. I had a good day. Ran for an hour nonstop right when they opened. And then we did a bunch of motos after that. The track was mint. You'd really like that place. It's not as crowded as Wareham. It was busy. They did do groups, but we got about 2 hours, at least 2 hours of riding with an open moto, which it wasn't too bad. And then after that, they split it up. But then like right around 1 o'clock, it got, you know, it kind of died down. It was great. It was a great day. Track was mint. We only got six of you. I guess Sunday's probably not the best day to do a live stream. Brad, the CF1 hypers I have not, but I mean they're good. It's just a 2-piece hyper versus a 3-piece hyper, so they're just as good. I always run the Tech 3s. It's just always what I've gotten. I do have your battery, Nuno, and I'm gonna order grips for you. I'll try to do that this week. 9 people, that's it. Slow. Definitely a slow, low-key Sunday. Oh, sorry to hear that, Grayson. That's no good. Hopefully it's not the Rona. I'm sure most of you by now have seen the new quad. Those videos are done. The new build is done. If you haven't, check those out. We did the last video towards the end of last week. The last couple of videos for that, we completed the graphics, all the little things, and got that beast outside. Took some videos, some pictures, all that good stuff, and then we were able to ride it yesterday for the first time, which was it was a good day. Like I said, a good day. Can't complain. Nothing broke, nothing fell off, so nothing blew up, no oil leaks, no overheating. It worked great, so definitely happy about that. Grayson, not a thing. Nope, not a thing. Everything is pretty much exactly the same as last year. The only difference is the colors, and then the only change that I made was with the run flat system. Last year I had tire spines. This year I'm running tire balls. I do not have those in yet. I mean, I do have the tire balls in. They're not in the machine yet. I'm just waiting on the hypers. And then once I get those in, I got brand new tires. We'll do an install video on those and get all that done and show you guys. I'll show you guys a front and a rear, real time. Show you guys how that's done. And besides that, everything is exactly the same. So kind of got the recipe dialed in. So there's no need to change anything. Well, Brad, it's not too nice out here. It was raining. It was pouring this morning. It kind of stopped now, but it's cloudy and cold. It's not horribly cold. It's in the 50s, but yesterday was beautiful. Yesterday was in the mid 70s. Actually, it was in like the high 70s. It was awesome. Yeah, John, I run the Precision Elite on both my quads. Oh, Jeremy, I'm not sure. I think I want to say I think Motion Pro probably makes longer cables. You may want to check with them. They may make a longer cable. I run a +1 stem, and my cables are fine. So you could try rerouting them, or maybe you have to get a longer one. But with my stuff, I still run the stock cables and they're fine. Nuno, our first race is next week, New York. So round one next week. Yeah, you got to have a stabilizer. The pros are fine, John. I used to run those, and those were always fine. I think the Elite, the difference with the Elite is the way they have that one designed is you can run that one a lot stiffer and not kind of feel it. So it's I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but just the way it's designed, you can run it a little stiffer. You can run it a lot stiffer. And it's I don't know, you can't really feel it like turning wise, like on like the Pro or even the original. When you crank that one up, the bars are, you know, kind of hard to turn. But with the Elite, you can actually run that one a lot higher on the stiffness side of things. And it's more like of an internal thing when you're actually into the turn where it gets harder. But the Elite's good. The Pro's fine too. Thanks, that dude. Yeah, the tuning options are exactly the same. I think it has 8 clicks on center, 8 clicks on sides. I think those are the same. I just think internally, it's the like the oil lines or whatever it is, like the little valleys. Those are different, and the way that works, how they close when you adjust it, how those little veins close and open. You're able to run it much stiffer. I guess with like less fatigue on your arms or something. I don't know. I'd have to go read up on it again, but it's pretty noticeable versus the Pro. I can tell you that because I run that one a lot stiffer than like the recommended settings they have for like XC. I run it maybe 3 or 4 clicks harder on sides and center. I wish I had the book around. I could read it, see what it says. I have one somewhere, but I'm probably not gonna be able to find it because my garage is a little bit of a mess. We're gonna work on getting it cleaned up. We're gonna probably have to steal the Recluse clutch out of that girl and throw her in the new girl for the race. I stalled a few times at MX101 yesterday. Maybe I'm just lazy because of the Recluse where I'm slowing down and I forgot to pull in the clutch and I stalled. So, but it was like 2 or 3 times in the beginning of the day, and after that I was like, all right, when I slow down I gotta pull the clutch in. So I didn't have any problems after that. It was pretty good. What do you mean, Jeremy? My steering starting with the stem? As far as like that goes, I run a +1 Hauser stem with the anti-vibe clamp, flex bars, the Precision Elite. Is that what you want to know? That's pretty much it. As far as the steering goes, I do run the OMI, the top clamp, greasable OMI clamp, which is nice. Really nice clamp. Oh yeah, Grayson, as John said, yeah, GBC tires, ground busted 3 rears, and XC Master fronts is what I've been running for years. I do run the XC Master rears too, here and there. I do have a couple sets, but for racing, I always run the GB3 rears. They're a little bit softer of a compound. They're actually a little shorter versus the XC Masters. Yeah, yep, GBCs. That's what I run. All right, yeah. So I'm probably, Brad. I'm probably a couple clicks. Actually, I may be close to that because I'm going by. I think for the Elite it was like 8 and something, but I'm probably really close to that. I'd have to count, but I know I'm a little higher versus the normal settings. Well, about 15 minutes. All right, we'll give this. All right, you guys want to hear the winners? We'll give these winners. Let these winners know who won and who didn't win and all that good stuff. So we'll start with the Sunstar chain and sprockets, the package. It's this guy right here, last one. Huge thank you to Sunstar again for doing this. Hopefully, maybe we'll get some more later. We'll do it again, hopefully. So the Sunstar goes to Tyler Matheson. So Tyler Matheson, I don't know if you're watching, I don't see you on here, but I will add a post tagging you or at least mentioning your name. So just hit me up, email or message me on Facebook or Instagram or whatever you're on. If not, just email. So you got the Sunstar chain and sprockets. Huge thanks again to Sunstar for that. TRX sprocket guard, guys. That's gonna go to Dalton Dalton Morgan, you got yourself a TRX sprocket guard. So congratulations to both you guys. Same deal. Email me on here. If you're on Facebook, you can shoot me a message on Facebook or Instagram. Shoot me a message on Instagram. Either way is fine. We'll get this shipped out to you ASAP. And this is easy. I can just email this right to you, Tyler. So that's nice and easy. You'll have it like instantly. And then you just fill it out, mail it in. I'll give you the contact and the email for Sunstar. You email it right to Doug, my buddy Doug. Maybe he's watching, so he'll set you up. Hopefully supply is back. I know a little while ago some things were out of stock, guys. I mean, everything is like that. So I know some people are like dropping a lot of like pretty rude messages on just bashing companies right now. It's like, it's not just one company, it's all of them. So everybody's waiting for material, supply. A lot of it's from overseas. So it's just the way it is. So just gotta bear with the times, people. It's like that in my trade, being an electrician. Like, there's a wire shortage now. There's like a breaker shortage. It's like, it's crazy. It's with everything. So just keep that in mind. If they don't have it in stock, once they get it, they'll ship it out to you. So just have a little patience. Oh, cool. Dalton is on here. Congrats, Dalton. We will do some more of these, guys. I'll get some more. I actually still have I still have some hats, so we can finish off. I still see 3 hats back there. We can do maybe in the next video we can do a hat if you guys want a hat. I mean, let me know in the comments. I don't wear hats, so I'd rather give them away than throw them out. So I don't throw them out. I just save them. I have a stack of hats, but I think there's 3 right there, 3 back there. I think they're all DP Brakes hats. I'll check in my basement. I may have more other company hats. I can give those away. I may have some banners. I can give those away too, guys. And then we'll do something. I'd like to do something big for a giveaway, but I gotta, it'd probably be like, maybe if I hit 20K subs, then I would do something big for that. But we'll squeeze in little giveaways here and there, stuff like that, stuff that I get. I'll hook you guys up, you know what I mean? If some other companies want to get involved and want to hook you guys up, so that's an option too. So just stay tuned to the videos, guys, and we'll have some more little giveaways here and there. So we did talk to LS4. Huge shout out to those guys. We talked to him yesterday, and it sounds like he's going to be on board for providing you guys a discount code through my channel. So I'm just waiting to hear back from him to get the details, and once I do, I'll update you guys on that. They have a lot of cool stuff, a lot of stuff I use on the quad, like the frame guards. They got the plugs for the A-arm bolts, which is a nice touch. They have a full website of even OEM stuff, aftermarket stuff. They do a lot of the carbon hoods. They do light block offs. They do all kinds of stuff. Shock covers. They have a wide variety of stuff, so that's kind of cool. He says he wants to do it, so we're just waiting to hear on what he wants to do as far as the percentage, and then once he lets me know, we'll update our list of sponsors on the channel so you guys can take advantage of it. So I do have a couple others that I'm waiting to hear back on, so fingers crossed we'll have a couple more we can throw into the mix for you guys. If you guys don't know, we have Alco Cleaners, we have Hauser Racing, we have Blood Lubricants, and we have 9.2 goggles. So On Wheel 7 is the code for all those companies. The discount varies. Take advantage of it. Lots of good stuff. My buddy Mike just got A-arms 10% off. He saved a few bucks, which was nice. So it definitely helps. What's up, Everything Loud? Let me just, have I asked you for? Oh, so Jacob, I'm running a custom skid plate in the rear. It's a skid plate that my buddy Scotty made when he still has a Yamaha, but when he first got the Yamaha, he actually made a bunch of little things here and there for it. My thumb lever, my thumb throttle, the actual lever is a custom lever. It's something that he actually made, or he had made, and he hooked me up with that. And then he made just like a low profile swing arm skid. It just has like two little shark fins. It has a shark fin for the sprocket and a shark fin for the rotor. So it's real low profile. It's a good setup. I've been running those ever since I've had the Yamahas, and they're great. So that dude, I did use the JLS last year. That's actually still on the black quad, which I sold. That was fine. It was good. I just got the OMIs. It was just, I've used the OMIs for so long. I just grabbed one of those. They are a little cheaper versus the JLS one, so I just grabbed that. Either one, they both do the same thing. There's a lot of those out there, but the OMI is probably my favorite. Yeah, Brad, right? This is a sweet shirt, right? I know some people were saying when I asked you guys if you like the black quad better or the new blue one, and somebody had mentioned next year doing a red quad, and even me and the wife were talking last night, and this color is actually I don't know, a red quad. I'm not really a red guy, but this would pop if I did it right. This would really pop. This kind of like neon red. Can't be Honda red. It's not gonna be Honda red. So I don't want to hear all you Honda guys getting all excited. It's got to be something like this. This would pop. This with black would probably look pretty good. Black plastics with the graphics in this color, and then some red bits on the quad. Probably could look pretty cool. So I don't know about next year. We may change it. We may not. I would like to build another black one. That would probably be my first choice versus changing it. Changing it's tough, guys. It's a lot of work changing the. It's actually not a lot of work, but just to try to match up the graphics and different parts, plastics. Like Yamaha doesn't have red plastics; they have maroon plastics, which are hideous looking. So I couldn't use those. And all white plastics, it's just gonna get, those are gonna get trashed. So I wouldn't do all white. I know I do run like the white plastics on that. With the graphics, it looks good. But I couldn't do an all white. I wouldn't do an all white quad with the rear, just too much white. But black and red, that would probably look pretty sharp. Yeah, that dude, you like the Ground Busters are a good tire. They're a softer tire, so just keep that in mind. They're gonna wear out quicker than the XC Masters, so just keep that in mind. So I usually go through 2 sets on a season. That's like just an Iowa season or even just a GNCC season. But usually I'm about 2 sets. I do switch them around. Like every 2 or 3 races, I switch them around just to keep take advantage of that fresh edge. And then I end up taking those tires and they go on the practice quad, and then I get another set. But I usually average 2 sets of rear tires a year, and the fronts usually last all season unless I get a bad hole in them. That's the only time I really change them. Yeah, Nuno, right? It would look good. No, everything loud, but nah, I just said we're not doing Honda red. We're not doing Honda red on the Yamaha. It's not happening. I tell you what, guys, I would do Kawasaki green on a Yamaha. That could look pretty good with black. That pops. That would look, it's basically just neon green. And I've done that before with my KFXs, and that looks really good. So I don't know if I want to do that, because I've done it with the KFXs. So I don't know if I want to do that, but if I'm going to do something new, it's got to be something totally new. So option 1 would be another blacked out quad, and then option 2 would be something new, and maybe red and black. That could work, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, Jacob, that would look good. I wouldn't want to do too much red, though. That's the thing. I would probably just keep it kind of like how I have the blue quad, with just like, it would be like a red bumper, red grab bar, and like the little bits, the engine mounts and the fender brackets, do that red, and then like all the graphics. Like, I'd have to talk to Austin and see if he could do a red carbon background like this color. If he could do that, that would friggin' look really, really badass. I think that would look really badass. Yeah, dark gray would look good. But I'm not sure if they make, I know they make the rear gray fender. I don't know if they make a front one. I think it's like mixed and matched. I think they make the radiator shrouds gray and the rear fender. I'm not sure if there's a different scheme where the front fender is gray. It may be though, because I thought the one with the yellow, the new one, is it the new one with the yellow, the neon yellow plastics, and is it the front of that one is gray? I'd have to look online. Yeah, it would, right, honey? We were talking about it last night. This shirt, like, the shirt pops. It's awesome. Andy, I did already announce the winners. We had Tyler, I forget his last name. Tyler was one and Dalton was another. But stay tuned, Andy. We're gonna do more little giveaways. I still got a few hats. I'll try to get those. I'll give one of those away maybe in the next video. Next couple of videos, we'll just do some random little things. And then like I was saying earlier, I'd like to do something big for 20K, which is probably a long time away. Probably be like a year before I hit 20K. But for 20K, I'd like to do something big, like a real sweet prize. I got a couple ideas. I think you guys would like it. But if you guys help share the channel and tell your friends, maybe we can get to that goal a little quicker. But things right now are just moving slow. It's just how it is. So I think once racing season starts, the channel will kind of pick up a little bit. I'll have a lot more riding footage. Right now I just don't have a lot of riding footage. We do have some footage from yesterday, so I do actually already have that video uploading now, so that'll be out tomorrow. And then obviously next week we will have round one, so we'll have race video for that, and we'll do the vlog and maybe capture some race action of some other racers and races. And then we still have the ride footage from not last week, but the week before. We went to Bill and Ryan's. I still have to put that video together. I'm going to do that hopefully this week before I leave for round one. But I have to go through so much footage on that one, guys. I had 4 cameras. I had one on me, I had one on Mike, I had one on Lyle. I don't know if I had one on my rear grab bar, but we rode for 3 hours. So I have like 12 hours of video to kind of go through, chop it up, put it together. So I figured I would do yesterday's video today, get that done because that was kind of quick. And then tomorrow I'll start working on that last woods ride we did at Bill and Ryan's. So that should be a good video. There was a lot of good footage from that. So my buddy Johnny was there on his dirt bike. He fell down a lot, so I got all that in video. But hopefully you guys enjoy that. And then like I said, once the races start up, hopefully you guys will enjoy those videos. And then we're hoping to make another GNCC or 2. So we'll wear a camera for that. Oh, let me see. That dude, I agree with that. And the only thing with the JLS one, like, I had to grind down my stem to get it to kind of loosen up and work properly, which with the OMI one, you don't have to do that. You can just put it on, grease it up, and it's good to go. So, but I thought JLS was saying, this was last year, but he was gonna make different inserts for it, thicker and thinner for different stems, because everybody's powder coat is different. Some are thicker, some are thinner. So, but I don't know if he ever did that. Oh, Connor, I was in the woods last weekend. Like I was just saying, I haven't even touched that footage yet. So I think I posted a clip on my stories where I actually crashed. I crashed in the pit that we ride, coming down off a jump, and I don't even know what the hell happened. Like my tire just turned, I hit something, and I went freaking flying. But that video's coming. I'm gonna try my best to get that out next week, maybe like next Thursday, next Friday. It's gonna take me a couple days to go through it and edit it. So, but that's next on my plate with editing. So. Brad, my favorite YFZ is mine. The black one is obviously a top. All the pros, all their bikes look good. Hunter's new one looks good. Walker's always looks good. Bryce and Neil's always, they all look good. Josh has a pretty good looking bike this year. Yeah, that dude, I'm actually still waiting for 2 rears as well. I do already have 2. I have a full set of tires that I got a while ago, and then I have even another set of XC Master rears. But I'm on the list for 2 more GB3 rears, so I just want to have them just in case I need another set for this year. But worst case scenario, I could use the XC Masters. It's not a big deal, but it's like I was saying earlier, like all the companies guys everybody's out of stock. It's just the way it is. You know what I mean? You just gotta, hopefully by like the end of summer, things are kind of back to normal on that end of things. Like, you know, things are back in stock. We can buy stuff and not wait, but you know, it's just the way it is. Nothing you can do. Oh, Brad, who got rear-ended? That was me. Mike friggin' rear-ended me. He was all excited. He friggin' nailed me. Luckily, he didn't break nothing. He broke his hood and he broke his headlight, though, which was pretty funny. He had to buy a new hood. Yeah, I put that little video clip up, too, because that was funny. Because he had a camera. That's right, Mike. I forgot. Mike had a camera, and he was asking me if I got that clip. So I did look through his video quick, and I found that, and I posted that on TikTok as well. If you guys like TikTok, I'm on there. I do post there. Like, that's like the first thing I post to. Like, little clips. If I'm in here riding, it goes right to that. And then I usually share it to Instagram and Facebook. But TikTok's fun. And then usually I share those stories on YouTube. And then eventually YouTube gets the full video. So, hey, Mona Michelle, how's it going? Oh, did you race today, Jay, at Broome? Matthew, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna buy a new one. I'll probably just build another one. The only way I'd be able to buy a new one is if I sold one of these, which is an option. I really would like to keep this blue one this year. So if I did sell one, it would be that one. But I'm not gonna say anything yet. Just with the way, obviously, like with supply right now and parts and all that. I mean, right now I'm just keeping what I have, and I'm not gonna worry about next year just yet because we're just getting started this year. So we'll see. But I mean, maybe someday I'll buy a new one. I'd like to, but it's kind of a little bit of waste of money for me because half the stuff I have to take off and get rid of it because I'm going to run all this aftermarket stuff and I can't use it. You know, the rear shock I can use, but the front shocks, the front A-arms, the axle, all that stuff goes. You know, brake levers go, intake goes. You know, I'm going to modify the engine a little bit. I would get a brand new wiring harness, a vortex, so all that stuff is gone, and I know I could sell some of it, but a lot of that stuff doesn't really bring a lot of money. So it's like, I think for me, it's cheaper just doing it the way I do it, buying a frame, buying all the stuff new, and then buying my aftermarket parts, and then hooking it up the way I do. So Andy, I mean, my new one, the new one has a 2016 frame, and then everything else on it is brand new. So 2021. So, I mean, I'm calling it a 2021 because I built it in 2021. But, I mean, if you want to go by the frame's a 16, but the engine's brand new. I got brand new cases. Everything internal was brand new. I got the swing arm and the subframe brand new OEM. I got the swing arm from Nick Janusa from one of his brand new quads this year. And I think I got the subframe. I don't think it was from him. I got the subframe from somebody else. I forget who it was, but another guy that was parting out a bunch of stuff. The only thing I reused on this quad is like the rear hubs and the front hubs. Actually, no, the front hubs were brand new OEM. The rear hubs I just had clean because they're X hubs, so those you can't even find those anymore. So I had those soda blasted, so they look brand new. And then like all my braking components, my front calipers, my rear caliper, my master cylinder, And then I had all that stuff soda blasted. So Hannah Hunter has a little company, Hurricane Blastings. I sent her all that stuff. She cleaned it, and it looks brand friggin' new. But besides all that, everything else in this quad is brand new. So will you practice riding, Jay? Or is this, did you just fire it up in the garage or something? You found that out? You got a spare? You got a weak bud? You better get on it. Or do you have a kicker backup? If you probably do, you're okay. Yeah, Moto Michelle, that'd be cool. The YFC is fun. The Raptors are cool too, but I like the YFCs. They're fun. Oh man. Are you sure it's the starter, Jay? Did you try jumping out the solenoid? Did you try putting power right to the starter? So you're getting nothing? No noise, no nothing, no just clicking? What are you getting? Talk to me, Jay. What's up, Justin? Kevin, yeah, I am. Everybody that's on my quads, I'm sponsored by. So, yep, that's kind of the deal. As a sponsored rider, you have to have their logo on your machine. So that's the deal. So obviously, I'm not putting anybody's logo on there unless they help me out. So everybody you see on the quad is a sponsor of mine. Oh, that's cool. Everything loud. Yeah, it's probably even harder for that just because that's older. So, but it's like it's everything. Everything is just not in stock. It's just the way it is. Connor, absolutely not. I would never ever go back to a KFX. And it's not because I don't like them. I actually do like them. And if I had a whole crap load of money and I could just buy quads and have them, just hang out in the garage as a collector's item, then I would love to have a KFX. But it would be set up for moto. I think those are better suited for moto. But honestly, to build a KFX now, it would be so expensive. A lot of companies they stop making things for it. So that's a problem. It's getting harder and harder to get parts for them. So just for woods, it wouldn't be a good move. Same with like the LTR. Honda and Yamaha, I know it sucks. Everyone wants to see people bring back, these other manufacturers bring back some 450s, but the most parts available right now are for Yamaha and Honda. So those are like the two best choices as far as having something that's not outrageously priced and all that. But I do like the KFXs. There's nothing wrong with them. They're a good quad. Oh, that's cool, Andy. Oh, so you're gonna get it in May? Oh, that's so you got a little under a month. That's awesome. Yeah, Justin, I have a few. You're on there. Did you see the graphics? I got you on there. My plastic's on the quad right. Oh, actually, you're on that one too. You're on both of them. You're right on the. I'll show you. Right on the hood. You're on the same spot on both quads, but you're right on the hood, right there. JST, helping me out this year. Huge thanks to him. Then they're on the side fender. You're on both. You're on both sides, and you're on. I think and you're on the front. So you're on you're on the back of the front fenders, and then the sides. Two on the sides, two on the back of the front fenders, and on the nose. So I got you in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots. It looked good. 5 spots. So I told them at Spider, I said, make sure the first proof they sent me, they had you in like 1. I'm like, hey, what the hell is going on here? I need JST in more than 1 spot. Come on, So then they shifted things around and then did a better job. So we got you on there in lots of spots. Oh, you don't have a kicker, Jay? That's no good. Kevin, I've been racing cross country since 2011. So it's been 10 years. 10 years I've been racing cross country. All right, see you, Brad. Yeah, you can definitely, I mean, maybe not now, but Kevin, you can, if you find the right deal at the right time, you probably can score a KFX cheap, but I know everything around here and everything I see online, people want top dollar for everything. I don't care what it is, they want top dollar, so it's just the way the market is right now. Thanks, Justin. I'm not building a KFX, Matthew. Knock it off, all right? Unless you want to supply me with the KFX and all the parts, that's the only way I'm going to build one. I'm not spending money on a KFX. I actually do know a friend that has a bone stock KFX for sale. I don't know how much he wants for it, but I know who's got one. Our buddy Bill, he just switched to the dark side. He's got a shiny new Yamaha in his garage. It's not new, but new to him. He's got one of our other buddies who used to race. He's got one of his. It's all hooked up. So he's got one. He had two. He sold one already. He's got one more. It's bone stock that he's selling. But I don't want that. I don't want a KFX. Trade me. I'll trade you. I'm not gonna trade you a Yamaha for a KFX. That's for sure. Unless you have probably about 10 grand on top of it on your end for one of these guys. No way. No friggin' way. Yeah, I would probably, if I were able to get another quad, this would be a tough decision. I want to buy something that I'm gonna be able to use. I don't want it just to sit. When that bothers the hell out of me. What's up, Revidot? How's it going? So it'd have to be something that I would be able to use, not a lot, but just to justify it. So I think it would be between two machines. One would be a sport quad, and it would be built for motocross. That would be an LTR 450, and that would be easy to do. The second would be a Renegade XXC 1000, because I could ride that in the winter. And I could throw my wife on the back of that one too and ride her around. So that would be cool. But the Renegades are wicked expensive, and LTRs, there's deals here and there, but I think that would be my two options if I was going to get another quad. It would be cool to get a Raptor. I mean, I don't know if I would ride a Raptor a lot, but it would be a Raptor would be a pretty cool project quad, I think, but just for me, I don't think it wouldn't make sense. I'd rather have something a little more unique, like an LTR. That would probably be my first choice. An LTR 450 would probably be my first choice. All right, King Cracker. I'm only streaming for, I don't know, maybe another half hour. Once the comments start dying down, I'm gonna be out of here. Probably just till maybe like 3:30. Then go spend a little time with the wife. She's inside waiting for me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Nuno. I want an LTR. I think that would be my first choice. Yeah, that's exactly it, Justin. There's so much available for Yamahas and Hondas, but right now, yep, the wife's saying she's hungry. See, guys, the wife's hungry. Can't, you know what I mean? She's gonna be angry in a little bit. But even now, like, there's a part shortage for us too, which stinks. But I think by the end of summer, hopefully things will be back to normal. Honda, I'm not building the Honda, Travis. Unless the only way I'd build a Honda is if a new one came out and it was fuel injected. That'd be the only way. I'm not dealing with carbs. I'm not messing with carbs. I want fuel injection, and that's it. What's up, Asin? How you doing? Yeah, the Caden, the carved YFCs are awesome. Those are great bikes. There's still quite a few guys and girls that run them in GNCC, and they kick ass. Jeffrey Pickens, Tracy Pickens, Todd Muscala runs one. He does really good. There's a few people that run them. Those are great quads. Is that, Justin, is that for the LTR frame, that hybrid? That's what I would do. That's what I would do. I would do LTR chassis with the CRF 450 engine. That's what I would build for the moto track. Those things are like 60 horsepower stock. You don't even have to do anything to them. Just put a pipe on them. Oh, that's awesome, Caden. No, Andy, it's way more like my new build. Honestly, if you were to buy a brand new quad and do my build, and you know, take in consideration no sponsorship, you pay full price for everything, you're probably going to be spending close to 25,000 bucks. So that's what one of these, that's what it takes. It's super expensive. Now, obviously, I have a lot of sponsors, so it helps the cost on a lot of stuff. So, and then I don't buy a new quad, so I save a ton of money right off the bat because a new quad is 10 grand. So, and like I was saying earlier, there's a lot of stuff I would have to take off and I would not be able to use. So I think it's a little more practical, and it's a lot more affordable doing it the way I do it, with buying a frame. And like this year and last year, I bought used frames. In the past, I always bought brand new ones, but then I always cracked them. So I'm like, you know something, I'm done buying new frames. I'm just gonna I'm gonna find, and they're hard to find, but my buddy at Muffs Motorsports, he always lets me know when he gets a Yamaha at his shop. He lets me know. I get first dibs. And last year and the year before, he got two super clean Yamahas, never raced. And I believe one was a 17 and one was a 16. And I had one for this new quad and one for the other new quad. And then, like I said, on the new quad, everything else was brand new. So I bought my aftermarket A-arms, my aftermarket shocks, all that stuff. So I think it was a little more affordable doing it that way versus buying a brand new quad, stripping half the stuff off of it, and then building it back up. So yeah, no, you gotta spend some money. You just throw, that's all you do. You just throw. This is what you do. This is quads. All right, I'm gonna show you guys. This is quad. Just throw it away. That's what you do. Money pits. Throw it away. What's up, Alex? Hey, there's nothing wrong with the Hondas. I mean, if I was gonna buy a Honda, I would buy one that's already set up. I would buy like a Honda from Jared McClure or Adam McGill. I'd say those are probably the top two guys running Hondas. You know what I mean? I bet you those, or even like Marty Christopherson. He still runs Hondas. So there's a lot of the other Honda guys have already switched to Yamaha. So, but I would buy, if I did go Honda, I would just buy a pro level already done. I would just do it. That's what I would do. But I'm not gonna do it. But I'm just saying if I did. Oh, Caden, I'm in Warwick, Rhode Island. So that's probably not too far away from me. Maybe, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour, maybe? I'm not sure. Thanks, Matthew. It's a little bit messy, but the next phase, the next project, since we do have the quads done, we're gonna start getting back to reorganizing this place, just clean it up a little bit. I still like to make a couple new shelves and just get everything like really dialed in here. So yeah, 45 is not bad. Yeah, that's really good. 68 is like retardedly fast. You don't even need that much power. Like 50 is like all you need. Well, I mean, for the moto track, the thing is, if you're not hitting like 100-foot tabletops, you don't need all that power. No, I've never owned a Suzuki, Alex. I was just talking about that earlier. If I was going to buy another sport quad outside of Yamaha, I think it would be an LTR, and I would build it as a motocross bike. I had a chance years ago. My buddy Adam had a beautiful XC set up LTR, and he let it go dirt cheap, like 4,500 bucks, completely gone through. We actually built the engine. We rebuilt the engine. The thing was awesome. It was narrow, had exit shocks. I believe it had Hauser A-arms. It was all set up. And he asked me, and I was like, I'm gonna pass. But I wish I just bought it and just kept it, and it would have been. I would never find one that cheap now. No way. Not all set up. But I wouldn't mind finding one that. See, I wouldn't mind finding one that's a little clapped out and needs work, and get it at a good price, and then that would be something that would be good for YouTube. I could rebuild it, restore it, and then build it into a motocross bike. Yeah, everything loud. The roll you did on your Raptor, that wasn't a roll, dude. That was like you're lucky to be alive. That was like a death roll down a mountain, dude. That was crazy. But I definitely feel you because I've hit trees, third gear, second gear, and destroyed quads. Like the frames just they get destroyed. But I mean, honestly, for what we do with these things, they're really not meant for that. They're not meant for what we do. So Travis, no, I'm doing next week we have round one of Nioa, so that's where I'll be. Caden, I'm gonna hopefully go back to 101, not this coming weekend, the following, hopefully. We definitely want to go back there. I was there yesterday. It was friggin' awesome. Awesome time. There was like five, maybe 6 or 7 quads there. It was good turnout. And it wasn't like it was busy, but it was not like overly busy where it was crazy. It was like perfect. Track held up great. It was awesome. King Cracker, the ride was awesome. That video is actually uploading right now. It'll be out tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Got a lot of good footage. The quad did great. I felt great. So let me ask you something, guys. Everybody who's watching right now, do you guys like the early videos I've been posting? I've been posting them at 7 a.m. Do you guys like that? Or do you guys prefer a later time versus like later in the morning or in the afternoon? I always try to test out different times, and the ones at 7 a.m. they do okay. I mean, they seem to do okay. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Oh yeah, no kidding, Justin. I those guys are probably backed up for 2 years easy because you know they build per order, so it's not like they have a whole bunch of that stuff in stock anyway. But we got to get a LTR first. That would be step one. Step one, score an LTR cheap. That would be step one. Then we worry about step two after that. Yeah, you like the morning. I think the 7 a.m. I think it's good. I think it works. Yeah, everything loud. What time is it there right now? You on the same time zone as me? You're in like you're in what Montana? Where are you? Where are you? Everything loud. Yeah, if you find an LTR for me for 5K, show me that you. I'm not finding anything like that around here. No way. Oh, it's one. So you are 2 hour time difference. So that's not bad. That's not bad. I think my buddy Asen, he's in Bulgaria, and I think it's 6 or 7 hours ahead. So he's like way ahead. Oh, that's cool, Whiskey Throttle. Yeah, I just keep doing them at 7. I don't know. Yeah, there you go. 309. I'm the same as you, Alex. Alex, you're in Ohio, right? Yeah, I would travel too to get one. I mean, that would probably be a situation where I find one, buy it, and then just have it shipped here. Because it'd probably be cheaper that than having me drive to all the way to Montana. Although it could be an opportunity for a little meet up and ride, get together. But it's just everything's so expensive right now. It's not even funny. Oh, that stinks, Caden. So it's like the ball joint is like molded into the Aeon, right? Yeah, same time zone, Alex. Justin, what did you get for 1,200 bucks? What are you talking about? It wasn't blown up. Yeah, I got Instagram. Everything loud. Yep. Oh, all right. Yeah, if you see something, Justin, let me know. You find Justin, you find all you guys find the deal. I never find the deal. I sometimes find the deals, but I've been finding the deals on mountain bikes. That's about it. But quads, actually, that's not true because when I bought my first Yamaha, I friggin' scored that thing. What's up, Brewer? How's it going? I actually scored that thing. It was in PA. It was an 8-hour drive one way, and it was on eBay. And I'm not even joking. It was a brand new 2010 Bill Balance edition. It was mint. The guy never rode it in the dirt. He's a dirt biker, and he bought a quad, and he actually got seriously hurt on his dirt bike, and he had to sell the quad. And it was on eBay for like, I was watching this thing for like a month. It was on eBay for like $6,000, and then like 2 weeks later, it went down to like 55. So then it went down to 5, and I was like, messaging him like, hey man, like I want this quad. I'm coming from Rhode Island. It's an 8-hour drive. Like, let's make a deal. Well, long story short, I ended up buying it for $4,800, and it was mint. And then my second YFZ, I actually scored too for my buddy Scott. I bought basically just a chassis, a running chassis, no plastics, no suspension, and no wheels, because I already had all that shit. I bought that for $2,500, so I did okay. Yeah, that's not bad, Kaden. That's not bad. It depends what it has for 5,500. If it's got full suspension and everything, and it runs good and it's clean, that's not horrible. I don't think that's too bad. Oh, Alex, Kenneth Tony's videos? No, on YouTube I haven't seen that. Oh, Ken, we're talking about LTRs. If I could score an LTR at a good deal, that could be like a project quad, or just like, if I'm gonna actually buy a different quad, I think LTR would be the first choice for a sport quad. Second choice would be a Can-Am Renegade 1000, but that's probably a little out of my budget right now. What's up, Mickey? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Caden. They all want top. You know what I mean? If something's clapped out and not running, like that would be the way to do it. You got to find a quad that's not running. All right, for like $2,500, $3,000. That's what I'm looking for. Then I can rebuild the engine and just build it my way. That's what I want. Just like that. Bone stock, not running, clapped out. Brewer, I'm running Vortex. So what was that video all about, Brewer? You going to the dark side or what? Where the hell is that? Where's that everything, Lyle? 2K? Are you kidding me? You better send me that link on Instagram. Yeah, I mean, 4K isn't horrible, but I'd rather spend like 25. That's what I'd rather spend. It's got to be cheap, because if I have to rebuild the whole engine, that's like $2,000 just right there. Because I'm gonna build that thing. I built my buddy. That video I did a little while ago. My buddy Julio was here. You guys saw his LTR. I built that engine. I think it was in 2016 we built that engine, and let me tell you something, that thing is a beast. And I would build it the same way. Like, that thing has +1 valves, 13.5 piston, ported head. Like, that thing is a monster. Yeah, 15 sounds a lot better, Justin. Justin, if you can find one for 15, you could sell it to me for 2. So it's a win-win. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wait, that's fine. Yeah, I think they did. I think, was it 2009? Yeah, they are sweet. Actually, though, option two, if I did get an LTR and it wasn't running, I probably would see if I could score a CRF engine for it, which is probably going to cost me right around the same price. So that would probably be the route that I go. Well, that's cool, Justin. Yeah, 12 or 13. I think you're right, Hayden. Thanks, Elvis. If it runs, that's a bonus right there. I mean, I don't care how it looks. I mean, that's easy to fix, man. I just tear it apart. I go send it to my buddy Herb Willis in Jersey. He'll powder coat that thing, and boom, it's gonna look like brand new. So that's not a big deal. Yeah, I thought 2009 was, Justin. So, we've been on here for about an hour. My wife's probably getting really hungry. All right, guys, we're gonna stay on here till about 3:30, and then we're gonna get out. I'm gonna get some dinner with the wife. So, if you got any more questions, get them in there now. Yep, Eric, I'm racing Iowa. Round 1 is next week, so we're gonna get everything prepped and ready to rock and roll. So that dude, my Vortex, B&R programs that, so I'm running his custom map. And I want to say, I don't know if I can see the dials as far as the, I can't see it because it's my Vortex is sideways, but I want to say low, mid, and high are all on 6, I think. I'm not sure. Did you get a case saver, Elvis? Glenn, you got a Glenn? Thanks, Alex. No, unfortunately, I don't. Like, you guys, Glenn is like a super small company. Like, I honestly don't even get a discount. Like, they may sometimes give me a small discount. Basically, what I've been doing with them the last couple of years is I'll make a YouTube video, an installation video for them, and then they'll give me a discount that way. But they're just a really small company. They can't, they can't give everybody discounts. But what you can do is if you go to Glenn, just mention my name, and maybe they have something on sale, or they have a blem item which they'll mark down. You never know. So just mention my name. That helps me out, and then maybe they'll help you out. But like I said, I don't really get anything from them, but they do help me out. So when they can, they always do. So yeah, the gland is the best, guys. I've snapped ever since I've had the gland. I've snapped 2 chains and not an issue. I used to run the Moose case saver on my KFX, and I snapped the chain one time, and I cracked cases on the KFX. And then I did the same thing on the YFZ at MX101, honestly. It was at MX101, like, but I didn't even know who Glenn was back then. I don't even think they were out then. But it was right when I first got my YFZs. I was at MX101, and my chain was a little loose, and it ended up snapping, and I cracked the case. So like I said, it's 2 chains snapped on the YFZ and not even a mark on the cases. Like, it's the only way to go. Yeah, you need both. Well, the thing with the chain slide is that'll stop the chain from bunching up. So if you do snap a chain, it's not going to bunch up between the sprocket and the frame. So that's what the chain slide does. But that, you should run both, but if you can't, at least the case saver is the most important item. Brewer, I love the HMF. I've ran DASA before on my KFX, and just for my local stuff, it's way too loud. I can't run a pipe that loud around here. So I don't need a pipe that loud. I like the sound of the HMF. I like the color options. I've never had an issue with it breaking or falling apart. I've ran FMFs. I've ran DASA. I've run big guns. I think that's probably about it. I've ran DMCs before, but I like the HMF. Yeah, I saw that. After the stream, everything loud. I'll check it out. Yeah, their setup for the TRX is awesome. They have a lot of stuff too for like the swing arm. like the chain slide and all that stuff. Oh, Ken, that's not bad. Where is it located? Does it say what state? Yeah, the blackout option is the best, and you can do the blackout option, and then you can get the can different colors. It definitely, a lot of stuff that I get. I mean, when you give me options with colors, and it can just make the whole overall quad look better and match. I mean that's like a no-brainer for me. That's why I like the HMF. It's a good system. You know what I mean? I mean, in all honesty, all those other pipes, the RP, the DASA, I've seen dyno sheets, and back in the day when me and my buddies had different pipes, he had a little quieter one, I had the DASA. It was a 1 horsepower difference. That's all it was. So it's not a big deal. So I can make that up with my talent. That's easy. Suspension's where you want to spend your money, boys. I'm telling you, suspension. All that power is useless if you can't friggin' hang on to the quad and control it. I'm telling you right now. You can't. You need suspension. HMF's awesome, bro. It really is. It's awesome. It's good quality pipe. The guys there are awesome. You know, it's a great pipe. But you know, you guys run what you, if you want a super loud pipe, run it. Run what you guys like. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, Barkers, I've seen those. Those are loud, man. Barkers are loud. Yeah, I did that when I first got the Yamaha. I did that. I was being cheap, and I drilled out. I took out yeah, because I think you take out the baffle and it was louder, but it sounded crappy. It sounded friggin' didn't sound very good. So I put it back in. Yeah, that's a lot. I think that's what my buddy wrapped a mic. I was with him yesterday, and he's got duals. I don't know if it's the Barkers or not, but it sounds good. But he's actually getting rid of it because he just upgraded all the suspension, and he can't put his rear shock reservoir on the side because he has that pipe. So he's getting rid of that so we can put the reservoir on the side. He's saying he's gonna get a Yoshi, which those sound really good too. Yeah, Elvis, precision is the way to go. Awesome stabilizer. You'll be happy. Oh, Ken, you're in Green, New York? That's where that is? That's not bad. Well, Ryan, the big thing is I have a bunch of sponsors, which helps absorb some of the costs. I get discounts on a lot of stuff, so that's like the main reason. But you guys got to keep in mind that I sold the black quad for 10 grand. So I sold the black quad last year for 10 grand. So I basically had about 10 grand. I probably spent a little more, but I had a lot of money, you know, in the bank to spend and build a new quad. And I actually had some of the parts already built up last year. I was a little bit ahead of the game. So I already had the engine almost like 80% done. I was only waiting on the head. I had that done in like 2020. I had the engine done, like even earlier, maybe like end of 19. And I already had the frame done. Frame was done and powder coated. Already had that done in 2019. So I try to do that every year. I try to like start getting stuff ahead of the rush. So the end of this season it may be tough. I might not be able to get anything. So that's why I said before, I probably don't plan on selling any quads this year. I'm just going to keep what I got and then see what happens with parts and all that stuff, and then make a plan for next year as far as if I'm going to build something new or tear one apart and just change the color that way and just upgrade, you know, rebuild the top end, just, you know, like a more of a budget build versus 100% new. So we'll see. It's way too early to talk about that right now. Nathan, that's like one of the things I was saying, like right when I sold the black quad, which was like September, October last year, I already ordered everything I needed from B&R back then. So I had that stuff, in like 6 weeks, everything. So That's what I'm saying. Right now, B&R has no parts for those shocks. You can't even get them. So that's what I'm saying. Like last year, I was I was ahead of the game. Like I already had my A arms. Like it was awesome. Like the big things that I didn't have, like I didn't have tire balls yet. Obviously, I waited a while on hypers. My buddy Jimmy Bartz, he's super busy. Obviously, he can only build so many harnesses at a time. That was kind of at the end. But like B&R, I did the Vortex, like mod rings, um, some of the little miscellaneous stuff he does, um, like the Spall fan 24-volt kit, the suspension front and rear, like all that stuff I had ordered last September or October, or it was between September and October last year. I ordered all that stuff, so I was like ahead of the game on that. I'm still waiting for a Recluse, guys. That's not in yet, you know. All right, see you, Andy. Yeah, you gotta. It's definitely just the times we're in right now, Nathan. I think that goes for every suspension company out there. Elka, all that stuff. You ain't getting anything right now. You just gotta wait. So it's just the way it is. But I always try to be a little bit ahead. Like I don't just say, hey, I'm just gonna build a brand new quad right now, and then nothing's in stock. I always try to like get the, like if I message Charles and be like, hey, you have AMs in stock, and he says, yeah, I'm like, all right, cool. Let me just get a set, and I just throw them on the shelf and wait, and then if anything else that I see, I grab that. Just try to grab a couple parts here and there, and it makes it a little more affordable instead of just spending all that money in one shot. So that's what I do. Hey, no problem, Elvis. I'll see you. King Cracker, I would say, all right, bro, take it easy, bro. King Cracker, I would say either Precision or Precision or Vortex. I would say Precision. That's my vote. That's gonna benefit you more than a Vortex. You know what I mean? You can get by on the Power Commander. Oh, Ryan, I got my graphics from Spider Graphics. I've been working with them now, geez, probably, I think since probably 2014, I've been working with Spider Graphics. So they always do all my graphics. They do a great job. That's who I use. I know there's like a lot of other companies, they're super, super busy. So if you want to order something now, you're probably gonna wait a month, maybe more. I waited probably at least probably 5 or 6 weeks for mine, but I did put the order in late, and that was my fault because I was waiting to finalize some sponsorship deals, so I had to wait till I got that finalized, and then I sent them my information. But it was probably 5 or 6 weeks, but I got them in just plenty of time for the Nioa season. I think I got my graphics 3 weeks ago, maybe 3-4 weeks ago. So I had them way ahead of round one, so that was fine. Yeah, it's way easy on the wallet like that, Ken, right? I'm telling you, that's how you do it. Oh, Vortex RRP intake, yeah. That's one thing I may try different next year, guys. I'm talking to Ryan, working with him on something different on the intake. He works with a couple different intakes, so next year that may be a change that I make, so we'll have to see. Yeah, you're lucky, Nathan. All right, guys, I think that's going to be a wrap. It's 3:30. My wife's probably going to be killing me if I don't get in the house soon and get her some dinner. So thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for the questions. Like I said, oh, hold on a sec. Oh, Caden, it all depends on if it's running, don't touch it. I mean, if it's hard starting or if you have issues, then there's no reason. If you know, I know guys that have 200 hours on the top end. I change mine a little more often only because I run a high compression piston, so that involves a little more maintenance. But if it's a stock quad or a mild build, I mean, you run it until if you're burning oil, or you have an issue like that, that's when you rebuild it. If you don't have any issues, leave it alone. Later, Nathan. So H1Z. So with YAMAHA, they do, and GNC is actually the same way, but I'm not fast enough for GNC. Actually, no, you earn, it's the same thing overall in GNC, but I'm not running GNC for points this year. But so NIOA, they do top 25 overall, whatever number you earn. If you earn a number that's in the top 25, you have the option of running that number for the upcoming season. So that's what I did last year. Last year I earned 24. I ran that number. And then, well, it wasn't it was 2019 I earned 24, and I ran that in 2020, and then 2020 I earned number 3, so I'm running number 3 this year. So besides that, you do have to, so NIOA is a little different than other series. So NIOA, they coordinate their classes by like number groups. So like AA, which is like pro, is numbers from 0 to 100. But most of those guys obviously earn a number, but if they don't, they can pick a number if it's not already taken from 0. Well, they wouldn't pick 0, they would pick 1, which obviously the number 1 guy is running 1. And then top 10, whatever it is. But after that, you can pick a number up to 100. So row 2 is junior Ray. So row 2 starts at 200. So it's 200 to 299, and those guys can pick any number between that. And then row 3 is 300 to 399, and so on and so forth. So like years ago, if you guys remember, I was 5'10". I was row 5, that's senior A, row 5, and I picked 5'10" because I usually run, well, I always run 4'10" for GNCC. So that's how I chose 5'10", but I chose last year to run my earn number, and I chose to do the same thing this year. So oh, you're doing the dual injector? Yeah, that's a pretty cool setup. 245 hours is insane, Caden. Yeah, everything loud. Usually that's a valve. That's probably the valves are tight on the intake side, maybe. Oh, you know a good place, Ken? Where? In West Virginia or something? Where are you from? XC Life, man. All right, I'll see you next week. 218. Yeah, that dude. I run the Gland greasable pivot bolt. I run that in both machines. I've been running that for years, so that's a great thing. So Ryan, that's just an emissions benefit. So the quad, that helps a little bit with the bog, but the best thing to do for the bog is the vortex. But that just, the AIS recirculates exhaust back into the engine, so you don't want to do that. All right, you get rid of that, cut that out. I don't think you really notice anything with that, but it's good to get rid of it, and it's a cheap fix. Oh, New York, all right. Monster duels. All right, boys, thanks for watching. I'm out. All right, we'll see you guys on the next one. We'll maybe do another live stream in a couple weeks. We'll have, like I said earlier, we have a couple more hats. We'll try to give those away. We'll do something for you guys, all right? And like I said, first ride video on the new quad drops tomorrow, 7 a.m. Watch it, like it, comment, let me know what you think. We had a great day yesterday, so that's pretty much it. As always, guys, thanks for watching. See you guys later.